It's that time again where we look at how much income I generated for the month of October. Now, this is one of my favorite videos to do for you guys because, again, we get into the weeds of how we can actually make a living trading options or selling options in my case. And again, if you want to firstly book a free coaching call with me, the link is down below. And if you want one of my favorite strategies where a lot of these trades are from the 111 trading strategy, again, you can get the full details. Link is inside the description. So what I've done here is I've pulled the IBKR statement or activity statement of all the trades. So again, this has all the trades that I've done this year. And again, I've selected everything inside October for you guys so we can start calculating it. So in terms of the number of trades, I made 95 trades in October. Now, that might sound like a lot of trades, or I don't have a lot of time to go sit on the screen, watch charts, and go do all this type of stuff. Again, if those who've been watching my channel, these trades are really easy to do. I do 99% of these trades on my iPhone in terms of not only opening them, but closing them as well. And it doesn't really take that much time if you know what you're doing. So again, if you want the coaching, get that link down below. Now, what I like to do, again, if you are new, this is all the columns that you get as part of the activity statement. I've hidden a few columns like account number and things like that. But the two key columns that I want to focus on is the proceeds and the realized P&L. So the proceeds is the premium that we collected, or the cash that we collected throughout the month of October. And the realized P&L is how much money we've actually generated in terms of, or realized gain, which again for taxes, that kind of good stuff. Now, there will be a discrepancy between proceeds and realized P&L. And the reason for that is I might be defending some positions, or I might be rolling positions month over month, where I might be taking a loss on a position when I close it, and then when I buy to open a new position, I generate that for net credit, which will appear in the proceeds section. So again, I want to focus more on the proceeds as opposed to the realized P&L, only because I've got trades that I've been rolling for some time. Sometimes they have a realized gain and sometimes they have a realized loss. And that's not what I really want to focus on. I want to focus on the actual net credit or cash that I get into the account. And for those who watched last week's video about just keep generating cash and keep generating credits, keep generating income, this is exactly what I do. So without further ado, if we look at the full number, it is $6,682. So I generated, in terms of credits coming into the account, of $6,682. And that accounts for all the debits in terms of the buybacks and all these other good things inside there. So it's all my credits and debits, but netted out as a positive 6,682. Now, this is one of my bigger months. There was a lot of volatility in the market, especially to the upside on some of these random stocks, which I'm taking advantage of. And I want to walk you through some of the trades that I've gone through, and then also walk you through some of the problem child trades that I've got at the moment and what I plan to do with them. Again, we'll just go at the top here. It's done in alphabetical order, so there's no particular order in terms of doing this. So the first one is Adobe. Adobe, I've been selling a lot of covered calls. I've got some puts out there on Adobe. You can see here on this tab, I'll probably do another video on it. It's just the leaps. So again, I bought a leap for 12 grand, and I've been selling covered calls against, poor man's covered calls against it. So again, I've made about $1,000 in terms of premium on that. And there are some additional trades which are in this statement that are not inside the leaps, which just because I haven't updated it. So again, made some good money from Adobe this month. ASTS is a 111, plus I sold some calls, naked calls on there as well. BE, which is Bloom Energy. So this is a stock that has got me in a bit of trouble. So you can see here, this is a 111 trade, which I think I did cut a few videos ago, which is over here for the 111. And the real big issue is this 180 call. So I've got a naked 180 call on BE expiring December 19th. And you can see here it is trading at 136. So we had a 20-point gap up during earnings, which I sold it just before earnings at the 180, which is, again, if I bring these margins down, which is all the way up here. So I've still got some time left on the trade, but I'm down on that position about 100%. So I'm down $1,000 on the position. I think I sold it for $1,000 as well from memory. Yeah, $1,120 in premium I collected. So if and when I need to roll this out into the January cycle, I will have a loss against this trade, but all of that premium will be collected in there. And that'll be a good one to show you guys how I'm managing those positions as time goes on. BMNR, again, I've been selling calls against it and selling some 111s against it as well. I've done some three-legged trades, some aggressive trades on there, which again, I think this trade is still open actually, and I think it's just about to expire worthless as well. No, there's another trade here. So again, took in that example, I took in 327, took in 330 and closed out at 345. So I made more money than what I originally wanted for on that particular trade. Trading Coinbase, usual stuff. I've actually bought some another Fubo call on that, which again cost me $180, so would have made another $184. But again, using the premium I've generated to go and buy my long-term leap call, I think I've got about 10 contracts now of Fubo. I started a position out trading on HIMS. Again, HUT's been quite volatile as well. IREN's been volatile. MLTX is again another 111 trade. Nvidia, I've been selling calls against my 100 shares that I've got. Oklo, again, another 111 trade. PayPal, again, selling calls against my 500 shares that I've got, generating some income there. RGTI, again, just selling standard calls there. Tesla's my big position. So Tesla, I've done a lot of Tesla positions, as you can see here. But for Tesla, I've got the big one out there, my 2-contract inverted triangle that I've got. You can see I've got the 300 call here and rolled up to the 310. And the stock's traded. Stock's down today, I think, but the stock is trading at 441. So I'm quite in trouble on that particular trade. But again, rolling up $10, $15 every cycle. I am quite bearish. Tesla is actually down today 4.9% while I'm recording this. So again, the more and more I can push that call up, and it's going to be a good cycle for me today for this one. Because I think I've got the 380 something, 310 call. Can't see where the other contract is, but yeah, so that one I reckon I can still do some good damage on there. The UNH sold a 300 put. Again, this is a good example of, again, selling a 503, buying it back for 185, netting 316. Easy put trades, these are really easy. UNH 111, another UNH 111, and then PayPal calls as well. Again, that one expired worthless. Captured the $95 of premium of the one that I sold earlier. So again, these are really easy trades to do. And again, it's just puts, calls, 111. That's basically what I do every single month to produce results like this one. And again, if you want the 111 trade, if you don't want to go through coaching perspective, the link is down below. Go pick that one up. It's got all the videos, all the guides in there to walk you through how to do the 111 trade properly. And I shall see you guys in the next video.